Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tar Heels return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Boone. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later, but when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're trying to get to it. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every...
Ball in the air, intercepted!
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is when you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know
Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warp Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Direct snap. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? A first down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Running it back, it's Johnson. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. He makes the catch. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Noles are threatening in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quickly complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Johnson. Makes a move. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Florida State! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Forced out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Running it back, it's Johnson. He gets a block. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flame. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
You know, this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Let's go. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. It's still 3rd and goal. It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He makes the connection.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Noles send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give from the gun. Discards a man. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
And the defense drags him down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes a catch and knocked down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a second down play. Running back goes in motion. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Seminoles are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
No, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Might be looking to run. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Knocked off his feet.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. You need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Throws toward the end zone. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miles. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quick strike complete. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Running with power. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tackle is made after the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. 2nd down coming up. Give to the running back. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Trying to barge in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 run play. It's now 2nd and goal.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse.